Hello my friends, welcome back to the Mordor campaign. We have got our faction leader, Laguf the Watcher, which sounds some kind of... Is that not like a Dungeons and Dragons creature? The creature with many eyes, isn't that a Watcher? Seems like it. Anyway, I've built his army. It's waiting on the gate of this ring wall. I don't actually know what this thing is called. Regardless, he'll be there in 2 turns. Here's the question. Do you guys remember the site of the famous battle between Dondeth the Honest and Captain Erasuil? How time flies. Fucking 50 years later, 54 years later to be exact, Dondeth is now mad as hell. Amazing. I cannot recall that battle, but I'm sure it was a hell of a humdinger. Now, I'm going to move these Uruks over to Amenarnen to reinforce the army of Ufzag. It's slowly coming together in Amenarnen. I just noticed that it's mostly garbage tier units. I would like a small detachment of elites to take on these cities. Now, Uvatha is many moons away from arriving in Minas Tirith as well. So here's what we'll do, maybe. I think we need 2 full stacks to head, or at least 1 full stack to head west. We need to make a crucial decision. Do we want to push incredibly far into Harad? A lot of their cities are very weakly defended, but so are the ones in Gondor. And I feel as if the ones in Gondor are probably richer. Here's the thing, I am fairly certain we can only do one or the other. It's either we head south or we head west. No, thinking about it, what we'll do is we'll have some armies in Dunharrow, we'll have some armies in Durwath. They can press south. We'll have 1 stack head west. We'll have half a stack head south, and then I think we have to go for the capital of Barad-Harn, although I imagine that's going to be pretty heavily defended. Although, as far as I'm aware, we can very easily defend Gondor. There's 2 river crossings, so that would be 2 points that we would have to hold, as well as Amenarnen. So, with that in mind, it may be best to just focus on Gondor and then do whatever we can with that half army. I think I mentioned this before. If we were to capture Tirith Raid, we can defend on this river. This river and this ridgeline, perhaps. But that is something for the future. So let us advance to the north, where we have some reinforcements heading to River Run to act as garrison. I'm fairly certain... Okay, we can in fact add these 2 units to Dwarvois' army. Dwarvois is going to besiege Dale. He's going to build many, many towers. Many towers, the best towers. There we go. I'm hoping this will force King Bard to make a move, and then we can sandwich him between Yagor and Dwarvois. I do want to send this catapult over, but I'm unable to. Unless I pick them up. No, fuck it. We'll just send these reinforcements to Dwarvois. I may actually need these guys in Esgaroth, because River Run is actually happy for some reason. When I last episode, last turn, Esgaroth, or rather River Run, fuck me, River Run was just going fruity. 4 units barely held public order in place. I should mention, not this, but instead, Thranduil's Halls has been besieged by Captain Buren, finally. Gordush is going to try to adopt Gazdush, who is a hell of a general. So, I would... fuck. I was going to say, I would hope that this is going to be completed, but of course, it fucking ain't. It is not. Alright, in the north, I've kitted out Dondeth with his army, and he's going to head east towards Dane's Halls. And he'll have his siege equipment in tow. Here it is. These guys... Oh, this is Uvgaz. Uvgaz is going to garrison Framsburg just to defend it against any attacks from the west, which I will see coming. I've got eyes on Litash and Gundabad. So I should be aware if anything's coming my way, that's for sure. Now, I don't need Ufgaz in Rakiburg, obviously, because Dondath is heading east. That should be fairly obvious. Hormoras Folly, still 3 turns away. Imladris, we may as well besiege it. Although I want... Okay, so we'll put... Fuck, I didn't mean to do that, but we'll put 1 army there. And we will besiege Imladris with the other. 1 ram ought to be good. The rest, towers, ladders. Yeah, let's do that. Fine. Now I want this army directly behind to prevent any counterattacks. I want the siege equipment in tow. There we go. They should arrive very shortly. Now, I want to besiege Imladris for... Oh my fucking god. There's all sorts of shit here. Wow. I want to besiege Imladris for a few turns just to weaken the garrison. And my thinking is if I weaken them significantly, or weaken them to such a point that they will not have the balls to sally out and we can move on with the second stack. That is Ren the Unclean. Now, that should deal with them. I'm going to take a look now to Talsir. Now, Talsir is a bit of a tough one. The elves haven't moved at all. They haven't. It's fucking annoying. I'm going to move Hormorath south because I want to join my armies into one. And that has also conveniently moved us out of any... It's moved us out of the movement of our enemy. And I just want to hide Hormorath if at all possible. I'm going to keep Gazbag here, but we'll bring up his equipment. There it is. And hopefully next turn we should be able to push on Talsir. If I do this correctly, we should be able to scatter the armies without having to fight one fucking massive battle. Sauron is on his way to Edoras. Slowly but surely. Many turns away. And I think that's essentially it for this turn. Of course, we can't recruit or anything, you know the old story, you know the drill. Yeah, I suppose we may as well end the turn. There's nothing else going on. Well, we have, in fact, lost Thranduil's halls. Captain Buren, he came in and he sacked the place. What an asshole. This is potentially worrying. We're kind of soft. We have a soft underbelly, that's for sure. I need to harden up, I think, Aaron Delenn. There we go. Yeah, okay, well, we've lost Thranduil's halls, but that's not the end of the world. I imagine we can recapture it with Dondath pretty soon, pretty shortly, maybe after Dane's halls. Who knows? We're gonna march ever onward, regardless. The siege equipment will be a few turns away, but that's just fine. Q stalled, yes, Wormtongue, every fucking time. Trait increase. Adunifel is now an engineer. Apparently, Zagoth also has a siege engineer. War declared between Isengard and the dwarves. I can't think for the life of me why or how that could have possibly occurred. King Bard apparently is pretty chill. He's alright with Dale being under siege, that's for sure. And I'm alright with keeping Dale under siege for a few turns to starve out the men. What I don't want to do is send both of my stacks after Dale right away. Because as we all know, the enemy, or rather the AI, it seems like an enemy because it is that poor. The enemy, fuck, I did it again. The AI is just, it's horrendous. That's the truth of it. I'm just doing a little test to see what it would take to keep Esgaroth in good spirits. Turns out, more than I anticipated. Probably an annoying amount. So we're just going to... we'll leave Yagor there for now. I was almost thinking that we could leapfrog our good friend Indale and besiege Erebor instead. Because I'm not sure where those dwarves went. Okay, Captain Buren number 2 is heading towards Azanu Limbardum. I'm telling you, I'm getting quicker. Azanu Limbardum. It sort of just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Okay, we'll get Laguf ready to go, ready to rock. He's certainly, I feel like Laguf at the supple age of 107 most definitely is pleased to be at the helm of an army again, especially an army that is as hard as this one. I'm telling you, damn, Mordor goes hard. All of these Uruks, these 2 units of Ologhai, this is truly an army fit for the King of Mordor. Okay, in the west, we're almost ready to move. Here's the thing, I don't think the elves are getting any weaker, so we really just need to ride for ruin and the world's ending. So we're gonna grab our artillery train, put it behind Hormarath. We'll grab our other friend, put him in his place, and luckily this train can advance into its place as well. So, if any of these stacks were to be attacked, they would support each other for one massive fucking battle. It would be nuts. Hopefully we have enough force here to dissuade any attacks on Ginyard and Durwath in our absence. This is my hope anyway. And again, I think that's essentially it for this turn. It's horrible. We're fucking flying through the turns and there's only 111 left. It's not great, truthfully. Okay, let's give the siege equipment to our good friend Okorahil. Let us remove the Orc Band. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna switch some of these units around. I want the siege equipment. I don't need the Orc Band. I want the archers. I don't need the raiders right away, I guess. There we go. Alrighty then. We can probably... I wonder, we could probably move on at this point? Do you think? I'm gonna gamble and say yes. Although, ooh, it's a tough one. It really is. It looks to me like they almost didn't take any casualties at all. Okay, we are in fact going to wait a few turns because, yeah, it looks like they didn't take... they took 0 casualties, essentially. See if we can just maneuver our way to this tile. There we are. Wunderbar, it's coming together. It's certainly coming together. Oh, what the fuck? Who is this? Ereval the Mean. Huh, shit. Here comes Aragorn as well. Good God. Good God, y'all. We have a slight problem here. Okay, we're gonna have to toughen up the mountain fort, that's for sure. We may have to bring Ren the Unclean south.
I respect you, my enemy.
Ooh boy. Okay, ooh.
Come on. Get ready for fighting.
God damn. Arnor is showing up to defend the High Elves. That's for sure. Huh. Okay, well, we may be able to head him off at the pass. I don't think he's going to attack us. I can't imagine he has the power to do so. That is the manpower. I'm not entirely sure if the elves have the balls to attack us either. Especially considering we have these reinforcements as well. Ooh, it's a tough one. I'm not 100% on that. All right, I think we will end the turn, but before we do so, I just want to say, if you're still watching this video, I have to say, it's pretty obvious you're liking the video. You're enjoying the video, you know, you're sitting back, you're drinking a beer, maybe you've got your dick in your hand, I don't know. I don't know these things, but I just ask that you scroll down. You find that like button, you caress it. This is like a somewhat passable impersonation of like Antonio Banderas or something. You find that like button, you caress it with love, and you smash it. You smash it again and again until it submits. I'm just saying, you know, just drop a like for the love of God. Okay, we may as well end the turn. We've got so much shit going on.
This time.
Oh, whew. Arnor is asking for a ceasefire. Fuck me. What are the chances? Okay, we're going to... Can we extort them? I want maps, you motherfuckers. I want tribute. To the tune... Apparently they're bankrupt as well. I want a lot of gold. 2,000 gold. For 5 turns.
I must say we are
You motherfuckers. Okay. Give me 1,000 gold. For 3 turns. Come on. Oh, phew. Okay, I did in fact want that ceasefire. I don't think they're going to maintain it. I think they'll probably break the ceasefire in a few turns, much like the High Elves, who I'm going to decline this. It's interesting. All of our enemies are using our own diplomats against us. It's very bizarre. Goblins, orcs, all that shit. I also find it really funny that the High Elves, after 4 turns, are asking for a ceasefire again once we've once we've besieged their capital. I don't think they anticipated that turnaround. They smote, I would say. I smote him unto ruin, or whatever it is Gandalf says. Whatever that fucking badass line is. Man, I was thinking of that whole scene with Gandalf tumbling with the Balrog, and I lost my train of thought. I was going to say that it's certainly interesting that the High Elves destroyed our army, asked for a ceasefire, and here they are again, trying to fuck with my shit. Once I've showed up at their capital with 2 full stacks, they've decided, you know what? No, we need a ceasefire again. Okay, they are slowly taking casualties. Maybe 3 more turns and then we can besiege the place. I definitely 100% want to fight the Battle of Imladris. I can't imagine what that settlement looks like. With Rend the Unclean, we have confirmation that the elves are not going to attack us, or sally out, rather. I've just noticed Ereval the Mean is traveling alone with 0 troops. That is nuts. Okay, I'm gonna grab Zagthak. I need him to keep an eye on the situation in the northwest between Imladris and Arnor. I need Lungor to cross the river. Just north of Tharbod, north of North Tharbod. I need Malhur to move over here. There we go. Now we have a better grasp of what's going on in regards to Arnor and our borders. I can tell you right now, there's a massive buildup of troops in Edel, and that is worrying. But as far as I know, we don't need to concern ourselves with that immediately. Okay, we've got Glendaugian here again, the High Elven General, family member et al. He is, he's on the field, which is a bit of a problem. We can actually get a force draw out here. I'm not sure how we're going to manage it. If I attack Captain Kilmian, I can cut out Captain Kendaugian. If I attack Kaundaugian, I would avoid Talsir. If I attack Talsir, I would also avoid... I think it would be best if these guys come in as reinforcements. Fuck, this is gonna be a tough one. I really don't want to give my army to the AI. We could move... Fuck, this is such a tough nut to crack. I honestly don't know what to do here. We are able to bring all of our siege equipment to Talsir, though, which has a regular stone wall. Maybe what we could do is attack the city, bust inside of it really quickly, just bust a fucking nut, you know what I'm saying? There's a very small garrison there, and then we can man the walls to defend against the elves that are going to reinforce. Oh my god, this is a tough one. Okay. I'm on edge. I really am. I'm sorry. Okay, hold on here. Ah, fuck. In order to attack, I need to give this equipment to the generals. Something like this. Oh, shit. Well, that's not a good sign. Obviously, this stuff will arrive on the battlefield. Fuck, you know what I should have done? Should have given this to Hormarath. Oh, fuck, I know. God damn it. Okay. You just watch me colossally fuck this up. I should have besieged with both armies, given the equipment to the armies. It doesn't necessarily matter, I guess, because I can actually fight this battle right the hell now. But I don't want to, especially in this episode. It needs to be its own episode. That's for sure. Let's just take a look at what we're dealing with here. Phew. Captain Belsulian, 700 elves. Captain Billary Clinton, Captain Kilmian with 1,400. We are up to 2,100 elves. Captain Sidian with another 1,700. Glendaugian with 1,600 for a total of 4,700 elves reinforcing a force of 700 in Talsir. We are bringing ourselves 11,000 orcs, uruks, trolls, and whatnot. That is nuts. Oh, did I just break the siege? Okay, phew, motherfucker. Okay, I gotta tell you, my heart is pounding. I really don't want to fight that battle. It freaks me out. If I could control 40 units like in the newer Total Wars, I would be much, much happier, that's for sure. I think our only option is to bum rush the city itself, capture it, capture the gates, defend the gates. The elves have no siege equipment. The only option for them to get within the city is the gates. So maybe if I rush with... Well, first of all, I need to bust a hole in the wall, take the walls, get Hormarath in the city. I don't know if cavalry can capture gates, actually. Shit. I'm really not looking forward to that, but we have to do it. Okay, we will station Laguf by Arnak. Actually, we'll put him by Pelargir, because I want him to be in the south. It looks to me like he has the more elite army, although Uvatha has a pretty elite army. He has 0 trolls, though, so I may have to give 1 unit of Olaghai to our good friend Uvatha. Uvatha, of course, towing along some siege equipment. We need ballistas to deal with the enemy elephants. That's for sure. I think the primary place to get ballistas at the moment would be Minas Tirith, probably Osgiliaths as well. No, in fact. I never built that shit. Man, I'm kicking myself now for not investing in infrastructure on the home front. I guess it never came up. That's for sure. Okay, so we'll have to get some ballistas in Minas Tirith, perhaps Arnak? Yes, finally. Arnak and Pelargir, both. Wonderful. Yes, I definitely want ballistas just in case we run into the Mumakil. That would be horrendous to witness. The Mumakil just stomping through our fucking orcs without any support. Alright, what else is going on? Dickall, it seems. I'm not sure what to do with Ren. I imagine that Arnor is going to stab us in the back very shortly. But I need to dispatch Ren quickly regardless. Because I want to capture... Gundabad in a reasonable amount of time. I'm banking on the fact that I can capture Imladris before Arnor stabs me in the back. I'm not entirely sure if that's going to be possible. But we're certainly gonna fucking try. I don't know where that army disappeared to, that's for sure. At the very least, we can garrison the mountain fort as best as possible. I think if we were to have half a stack, maybe a stack and a half in there, we wouldn't necessarily have to worry about defending it that badly. I desperately need to get this debt under control, though. I need that money to retrain. Let's put these guys in Arendellen and end the episode. When we come back, we will be fighting the battle for Talsir. 11,000 orcs, Uruks trolls against, what was it? 5,000 elves? And that's not even counting this fucking guy. Although, it appears to me that the vast majority of the elven armies are built of these Noratirno warriors, bow Quendi, and sword Quendi. All light elves. Also a lot of siege equipment. Remember when I said that the elves don't have any siege equipment? Well, in fact, they do. I was thinking of ladders, rams, towers, but they just have catapults for days. And that would definitely destroy me in the field. Not so much in I guess a siege defense, a reinforcement of a siege. The worst thing that could happen is that we don't breach the city in time to repel the defenders, that's for sure. Okay, like I said, let's end it here. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, my name is Incoherence. This has been episode, just another magnificent episode of the Empire of Mordor campaign, episode 132. And I just want to say, you guys are fucking awesome. And I will see you all later.